All right, baby, we're live again. Man, mucho live today. I love that. I love that. You know, if you're gonna do something, better do a shitload of it. Otherwise, why do it? Why do it if you're not gonna do a lot of it? There's just no point in doing anything that you do very little of. Just saying. I'm just putting it out there. There is no point of doing anything unless you do a lot of it. You got to figure out how to do a lot of it. It's not easy, but it is what needs to be done. It's the Krusty Krab formula. It's the Krusty Krab formula. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. It is a formula, guys. Look, those artists out there listening to this, I know I play around a lot, and I'm just fireworks, guys. This is not really who I am. Or is it? I'm not really this obnoxious. I'm fireworks. I'm just trying to communicate my deal. I'm trying to let people know that I exist. That's all. Some people may do it in a way that, I don't know, they're so eloquently spoken. They speak so great that they sound like vampires. They're like, I don't know, they talk good, they talk good. Me, I'm tripping all over myself all the time. I'm like tripping all over myself. I'm not very eloquent. I don't sound I don't know. I don't think I'm that intelligent, to be honest with you. If truth must be said, I'm not that intelligent. But you got to figure out how to get attention for yourself. You got to figure out how to let people know what you're about. Look, I have some of the best. I truly believe these two things. Okay, I got some of the best artwork. I know this because I've worked on it for over 20 years. And I don't care what you do. I don't care if you dance, if you sing, whatever you do. If you've worked on it for a good 20 years, you're going to get damn good at it. You're going to get pretty darn good at the thing, right? I've worked on my artwork for a long time. I know I'm good at it. This whole loose brush thing that I do, I'm pretty fucking good at it. I know I am. So that's one good thing going on for me. The second thing is I got some really great knowledge when it comes to, I don't know everything, but when it comes to like marketing yourself, getting some dollars for your artwork consistently, I got some great knowledge on that. I mean, I can drop some knowledge on that. And I got that good thing going on, and I'm good looking. So I don't need to be smart. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is check it out. You gotta let people know what your thing is, because it doesn't matter how good you are at creating artwork, how great of a message you got. You may try to help the world. I don't know. Maybe you're like, dude, I'm gonna go help the world. I'm going to go in, I'm going to market myself, and, I don't know, teach people how to market, right? I'm going to teach them some tricks. Young dogs, all dogs, I'm going to teach some tricks to marketing, right? Let's say that's your intention. Well, it doesn't really mean much if nobody really listens to you. If nobody sees you, it doesn't really mean anything. What does it mean? Nothing. Like, I don't care if you're the, prettiest girl in school. If nobody sees you, nobody knows, nobody cares, right? Nobody knows, nobody cares. It's the same thing. You may have some great artwork, but if you're not constantly showing yourself, and this is crucial, constantly showing yourself and letting people know what you do, it doesn't really matter. It it doesn't really matter how great it. I mean, it matters to you, to your mom, to your aunt, to your family. It matters to you. But aside from that, nobody really cares. Like, no one's thinking, oh yeah, how can I don't know, how can I get this artist to create some artwork for me, or how can I get this artwork? No one sees it, so no one cares. Opening for Foo Fighters. I like it. Dude, man, the Foo Fighters are still playing? I love that. I love me some Foo Fighters. That Dave dude, I'm so happy for him. You know what other band I used to like? I saw them live here in Arizona. What's this band called? Queens of the Stone Age or something like that. I saw them. This guy's pretty good. I mean, the whole band is awesome, but the singer, he's got a little Elvis dance that he does. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't seen bands in a long time. The last band I really enjoyed. Well, there was two bands that I saw that I really enjoyed, and it was the Strokes. I really enjoy the Strokes. Hell of a band. Julian Casablancas and Muse. Man, that Matt Bellamy and his squealing guitar. That guy's great. Kind of reminds me of Queen and Radiohead. If Radiohead and Queen had a child, it would be called Muse. It's like it's Radiohead's and Queen's offspring. It's called Muse. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, guys, I've been getting back to my topic now. I love music. I was a musician, so I love music. Getting back to my topic, look, guys, you got to get loud. I don't know what that is for you. And loud doesn't necessarily mean you got to scream or whatever. I feel like sometimes I'm kind of fireworks. Fireworks, yeah. I'm all over the place, you know. I'm loud, colorful, and all over the place. But that's not everybody. You know, that's not everybody. Yeah. When people do their little, this thing that I'm doing right now, this little podcast or whatever, you know, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If later on it's going to be, on your retina, it's going to be some new technology, I'm going to be there, I promise you. Some people are very, more self-controlled. They are well-spoken, and, or they have the whole gentle thing. Hey, guys, how's it going, guys? Hey, what's up? They're more gentle. I'm more like, paint or die. Make it work or you will suffer. My message is, it's more kick in the pants. You know why though too? My message is more kick in the pants. It's more keep it real. It's because everybody talks about their own experience. My experience was and it still is from time to time, a very painful one. It's a very, oh shit, man, you can't play around with it. If you play around with it, you'll suffer. It's very painful to play around with it. So that's been my experience. Now, that's not everybody's experience. Some people have a wonderful experience being an artist, Some people have this very chill, I'm a blogger, I have blogs on YouTube, and it's all super fun and games, and it's serious, but it's not painful, like Jose talks about it, and it's certainly not painful for me. It's painful if you play with it. If you work hard, it's going to feel like you're playing. But if you're playing and not working hard, it's going to feel very painful. I'm going to repeat this again because I think it's very, very, very important. In your art career, if you in your art career, if you work hard, like mucho hard, it's going to feel like you're playing. But it will only feel like you're playing if you're putting everything you got in it. Like every ounce of sweat. If you put everything in it, it's going to feel like you're playing. Your full attention. No half-ass. Nothing's half-ass. Everything. You pour everything in there, it's going to feel like you're playing. It's going to feel like a game. You're going to sleep like a baby too. There's no such thing as stress or anything like that. I've only experienced stress when I'm fucking around, when I'm not working. That's when I experience stress. And then the opposite is, if you play and don't work hard, you're going to experience pain. It's a funny thing, right? If you put in the pain, you'll experience joy. If you put in the fun, you'll experience pain. It's a funny thing. Man, having an art, I think it's not just an art career. I think anyone can relate to this in any career, any business, any career. If you play with it, who used to say this? This dude I used to admire his tenacity. I think they used to call him the Lion. Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt said, when you work, don't play at all. And when you play, play hard. And when you work, something like that. When you work, don't play at all. And I think he was talking about what I'm saying right now. When you work at this thing, man, you can't play with it. You play with it, you get punished. You get seriously punished. I've been seriously punished. Like I've had my teeth kicked in for playing with it. Playing with it means that you're fucking around. Like you should be getting an exhibit and you're like playing around like, oh my God, I don't know what to paint. When you're doing that kind of stuff, like no bueno. Playing with it means so many things. It means you're acting like an artist, like you're going and into the to the bar and you're talking about art with your friends and it makes you feel good. And I'm talking about for people who want this as a career, okay? If it's a hobby, man, that feels so good when it's a hobby. When you're just like have long nights of art talk and fun and games, and then the next day you wake up and you go to your regular job. There's nothing wrong with that. It's awesome. But if that's your job, being an artist, if that's your work, if that's not just your passion, but that's how you pay the bills, you can't play with it, man. You play with it, you get your teeth kicked in. I've had this happen to me multiple times where I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to play with it again. And playing with it means different things. It means that you take your eye off the ball. It means that you're fucking around rather than working. It means that you think you're working, but you're working on things that don't pay. It means so many things. It means so many things. Playing with it means you're not being responsible. You're not being committed to the things that you're supposed to be doing. And I've suffered the consequences of this, and everyone around me. Because the thing is that you don't suffer the consequences by yourself, right? My mother used to tell me when I was a kid, be careful, because if you fuck up in life, shit costs, I cost. But I'm telling you how I would say it if I was my mom. That sounds super creepy. She used to tell me, be careful, like if you fuck up in life, everyone around you suffers, not just you. Your wife, your children, your friends, your family, everyone will suffer around you. This is people that have been in 12-step programs and stuff like that. They know this, right? I've never been, but I visited people who have, and they talk about stuff like this, right? How you have to take accountability for the things that you've done. And many times when we play with something, not many times, I would say 10 out of 10. When you play with something, you ruin it. And for that moment, not for life. You could, I don't know, but then you have to, get up again and work at it again. But again, it's like saying, oh man, I'm going to work to get great abs or great muscles, right? And then you do it, and then you say, well, I'm done with that. I'm going to move on to the next thing. Well, those great muscles are going to go away if you don't keep working on them the way that you were working on them when you got them in the first place. Right? So I've had this experience multiple times. Very fucking painful experience. It's difficult because you wish that it was something else, and you wish that you could blame something else or someone else, but ain't nobody around to blame but yourself. You wish it was an experience that, oh my God, I was learning something. But yeah, sure, why not? But you still fucked up, regardless of what label you want to put on it. So you have to own full responsibility. And why am I saying this? Look, guys, throughout my career, I've caused this type of fuck-ups. I've made this happen, right? Where I'm like winning, and then I'm like, I just hit the wall right away. Or I'll hit ground, and then I have to pick myself up and shake myself and be like, what the hell happened? Right? This is lack of discipline and lack of commitment. But I've also seen throughout my career other artists around me who claim and who want to get to higher levels of success, play with it. Not even play in it. Like I'll play in it and then play with it, right? I'm talking about people who don't even play in it. They just play with it. They play with the idea of it. They're like, well, man, I wish I was an artist. Or yeah, I'm going to get an exhibit and we'll see how that goes. It's a very laid back, I'll play with it and see what happens. Ain't nothing going to happen if you're going to see what happens. You got to go in, you got to go in with everything you got. You know, and then do it all over again. That's what nobody teaches you. Nobody talks about that. Like everybody says, go hard at it, but nobody says, yeah. And then when you went hard at it, you got to go do it all over again. And you got to learn how to love that process. Because if you don't learn how to love that process, it will disappear. It will slip from your hands. You can't go at it hard and then take your eye off the ball and go do something else. It's not going to work. You got to go hard at it and continue to go hard at it while you go and look for different avenues and different things, right? Exhibits, publications, articles that people write about you, and YouTube videos and whatnot. That is extensions of it. That's not going necessarily hard. That's extensions of it. Going hard is that you do the things that are extremely required of you in order to make a living out of it. You ain't gonna make a living by doing YouTube videos. I promise you that. And if you do, it's gonna take a long time in order for some sort of monetization to come in. YouTube videos is not the thing. Instagram is not the thing either. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I still paint things on Instagram all the time, blah blah. Sure, why not? Whatever. That's not the thing. The thing is finding platforms where you can sell your artwork, or creating platforms, be it art fairs, art galleries, a roster of emails from people that already buy or that like and trust you, art sales, online platforms. Relentless at it, because if you're not relentless, you'll sell stuff. It'll just happen every now and then, and in that case, it's probably better to have an 8-to-5 job. I know, I've experienced that. That's why I say it so naturally. So take it serious, and then you'll find that it's game. But if you play with it, if you take it like a game, you're gonna find that it's not. It's gonna be very painful. I'll leave you guys with that. Gotta get back to the studio. I went to go get a few art materials. Need to get some art materials to keep the momentum going. Momentum, guys, momentum. If I could tell you one thing, guard momentum like it's your life. Momentum is your life. It's your lifeline. It's the lifeline of any business. All right, take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.